chaotic violence of Alex or the clinical manipulative violence, of the Ludovico technique? Was is one of those more disturbing to you?
Yeah, with the Ludovico technique, the one thing that was a powerful point that they make is that he lost the one bit of beauty and humanity in the horrible things that he did was the fact that Beethoven was was the underlying thing there. And when he was doing the technique, he was like, "It's a sin, it's a sin." And they're like, "What's a sin? What's a sin?" And it's like, it's a sin that he was getting sick now from the music from Beethoven, because that was the only beauty left in who he was. So if you look at it and you look at these broad strokes of horror that Alex is doing, raping, murdering, what he is, and you look at what they're doing, which is more surgical, they're both pretty terrible. The thing that both of them have in common is they both have what anything has to have in order to execute that sort of violence, whether it's state violence, personal violence, whatever the situation is you have to dehumanize the person that you're committing
Mm,
that to, so that you
yeah.
have no compassion whatsoever for that person, no feeling of the fact that, however you choose to look at it, if you look at the we're all one, or you look at what the situation is, let's face it, the first thing that we always do, whether we do it in our news cycles or our governments do it, we always sort of dehumanize that person on the other side. And so I think that what the state was doing was the epitome of that with Alex, is that they were dehumanizing him. They were taking away everything that made him a human. Um, Gosh, if I had to pick one or the other, boy, that's a tough thing to say because it was so brutal. His acts were so brutal and they were so atrocious that how can you say, yes, that was not as bad? But then you look at what the government did and it's horrible too, because you also have to look at what the means to the end was for the government, which was to basically, as you said earlier, well put, was to, control everybody. And when you control, that's when you can start to systematically rape and murder and kill. And you can kill children and you can do things, bomb and do things in the name of governments, in the name of ideologies, in the name of anything. And, such a short step to do that. So that's, first of all, that's a fascinating question of which I wish I could give you a straight answer on, but I can't because they're just both so frigging horrible that I
Right.
can't really